Well, if you're looking for scores and highlights on the world of sports, it's not happening here. But I'll tell you what is happening is 1,000 free trees have been given away to Beautify Beaumont. Let's go check it out.
We're planting trees to replace the tree canopy that we lost in Rita and Ike. We lost thousands of trees in our area, and we're trying to give away trees. We're going to give away 1,000 today. We're going to give away more next year. We hope to give away 15,000 trees by 2015. So if you see 15, that's what we're talking about.
Beautify Beaumont's been around since the 1980s, and they started with beautification projects primarily in the downtown area. Some of those sites are still there that you can drive by and admire. We also recently in November did the Marie Calcote Greenway on Phelan Boulevard at Kennedy in honor of Beautify Beaumont's president, Marie Calcote. This is a project we hope to have annually. This is what we call our 15-15 project, where we would like to give away 15,000 trees by the year 2015.
Why is it so important to plant trees around here?
Well, because trees help clean the air, they clean the earth, they're energy efficient. They're one of the best things that you can do for energy efficiency, because deciduous trees, in the summer, they give you shade, which reduces the amount of energy you use for cooling. And in the winter, they lose their leaves and you get sun, and so it reduces the amount of energy you need to heat your home.
This year we're giving away 1,000 trees. We're giving away hardwoods, oaks, redbuds, magnolias, cypress trees that do well in our area. These are seedlings, but next year we'd like to give away more trees and larger trees, but we need money to do that. We can purchase them wholesale and get a reduced price in order to give them away, but we need contributions to be able to do that. So anyone, $5, any contribution would be helpful. These seedlings are small, but if they're well cared for, they'll grow into big trees.
Did anybody make any financial contributions to help underwrite this project?
Yes, the Mary Howell Garden Club and Monroe's Cleaners did, and anyone wishing to help with our future efforts, we have a website, beautifybeaumont.org, and please go to that website and give us your information, and we'd love any size contribution would be helpful.
These trees are all ready to put in the ground right now. You know, you could baby them for a year and keep them in a pot, but if you plant them now, you need to be sure and water them during the dry time.
What are you guys doing over here on this part?
We are potting seedlings to give them a little bit of an extra boost. People can take these seedlings home and they can plant them today, or they can leave them in the pots. They can add a little bit more dirt and nurture them in their pots for another year to get them a little bit more established before they put them in the ground. It's real important for people to take care of their seedlings when they plant them, because it's so easy to mow over a small tree like this. So if they're a little bit bigger, maybe in another year, and then put them in the ground, they have a better success rate.
Well, when we give you a tree, it has a little card attached to it that gives you the name of the tree and then some basic tips on how to plant a tree. If you go to our website at beautifybeaumont.org, you can click on a video there about how to plant a tree. So there are a lot of resources out there for people who are new to tree planting.
When is the best time to plant a tree? Sometime right after about March?
Well, actually, in this part of the country, we plant trees from November to February. Essentially, you want to plant trees when they're dormant. You know, now that's the trees that we have here. Now, if you had trees that were in a huge container that you bought, you know, they were already where the soil was already attached to the tree, then you could plant them at some different times. But the primary tree planting time is November to February. All of these trees are really designed to do pretty well on their own, and you're not going to be doing a lot of pruning of these trees because they're oak trees. You might shape it up a little. Well, we've got oak trees and cypress trees and sweet bay magnolias and redbuds. So, you know, pruning depends on what kind of tree it is and what purpose you're using the tree for. But most of them wouldn't need a lot of pruning or a lot of care once they get established.
Well, each tree will have a different spacing, and they need to give them enough room. These trees will be large, so all of these trees need to be 10, 15 feet apart. However, you could go ahead and put them in the ground for a few years, let them mature, and then move them again. Just be careful when you dig them back up to move them that you have a root ball. They're small, and you can go ahead and put them in the ground and nurture them let them establish in your yard and with your soil type, and then just move them to another location as they get a little bit bigger.
Well, after over 1,000 trees being given away for free at HEB, I had to bring about 4 of them home for myself, and hopefully after a year, these trees will be as tall as, see if we can get those trees up there. Yeah, but I don't know if I have any room for trees in my backyard. So you got to stay tuned. I guess we'll update my situation next year. Well, for SCTXSocialCenter.com, I'm Nick Canizales, and remember, we are your one calendar for all events in Southeast Texas.